We are on our way to check out, which one is that?
We are here to check out the Guinness Brewery and Factory and the store here in Dublin, Ireland.
Yes, let's get to it. It's raining, so we're gonna put the camera down. I think we're in it. Oh, this way.
Hi.
Good morning.
You know what? It's not a factory. Obviously, it's a brewery. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Do you want a map?
Yeah.
This is the storehouse, where for almost a century the magic process of fermentation took place. Construction began in July 1902.
Thank you.
A brief orientation, just a little rundown to get you started on your Guinness journey today. Now, our founder, Arthur Guinness, he would not be able to believe that we are all standing here today. When he first started brewing at this location in the year 1759. Now, he started his journey by signing this 9,000-year lease on the floor below me here.
ten starosta, tak? Trzeba ratować.
That's really good.
Yeah, so we ordered two type of pastries. One is the vegan veggie one, and the other one is, what is this one?
The spinach feta.
Spinach feta. This is really spinachy and beautifully vegetable. It's really good and tasty. I love this one. Perfecto.
Walk around and smell all 4 different aroma pods, which are all key ingredients, key attributes, and flavours found in every glass of Guinness. Found in Guinness. Just make sure you smell all the 4 different pods.
It smells so sweet that it is.
Familiar to you, we'll go through each of them in just a few moments.
Oh, I like that one. That one's really like that.
Oh yeah, I can understand that.
I like that one though.
Yeah, this one was nice.
Enjoy, guys. Okay. Yeah, straight through the door.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, I'm here for my lesson to learn and speak.
So you're just coming into this room, just make sure you can find space, just leave your glasses on any of these pillars, and we'll get started in just a few moments.
Smart.
So sláinte is the Irish word for cheers. So is everyone ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Sláinte!
Perfect, yeah. Now take a nice deep tree pull past the white head of the Guinness. Just switch it around your mouth to awaken your palate. I'm going to swallow and exhale. Now, so you would have got a nice balance of different flavours there. You would have got a sweetness at the tip of your tongue.
It's not my best one though.
A little bit bitter, right?
Yeah, the bitter ending is quite strong.
Yeah, but these are just samples.
We are here at the Gravity Bar, where you actually, with your purchase of your tour or visit, you get a free Guinness. And so they do have an option for those who want a drink that's non-alcoholic. They have a nice hop house lager. And then they also have, of course, their classic Guinness stout. And so you can enjoy the view, walk around. It can be a little bit tricky to get a spot. We're actually here before noon in the morning, and we barely just got this table. So definitely coordinate with your friends or family to kind of like have one person get the drinks, one person snag a table. But it's been such a cool experience. It has a very much like mystical, whimsical, Willy Wonka vibe. And so don't rush at all this experience and really just enjoy the art of it. Careful. I was telling Jude earlier that I feel like holding like a proper Guinness feels like a status symbol, you know, and so I kind of felt left out. I had like fear of missing out because I picked the lager over the stout, which is just the classic Guinness is a stout. That's what I learned. So yay, education. But how beautiful, right? I'm gonna take a sip. Here's my mustache.
Okay, good.
No, thank you. Remember in Indianapolis garage, they still have a horse parking lot. Remember, babe? So if you're wondering if it's worth visiting the Guinness Brewery here in Dublin, I think it is worth it. Even if you're not like a beer fan, I think what you learn and like physically experience is really nice. I enjoyed it. Did you like it?
Well, I like beer, but not a big fan of the Genesis one. At least it's so thick and bitter.
Yeah, it's a particular taste.
But they have non-alcoholic options for you. Overall, it was alright. It's just experience, so it was okay.
Oh hey, you've watched this far. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you can follow along on our venture with us.
So you want to eat here?
So we are in the middle of the Book of Kells Experience, which features one of the oldest libraries and one of the oldest testaments of the Bible here in Ireland, which is pretty cool. They have the first volume and the second volume. The library is so old and pretty and different, so I don't know, I can see why people might not be on the top of their list, but if you're into history or like looking at art, it's pretty cool.
And it costs 50 euros to help to preserve books. Half of the books is gone.
Yeah, I think it's a little pricey now, but here's what's interesting though, is that we just did chapter 1, which is like the old, like the past, and now we're entering chapter 2, which is the future. So we'll see what that looks like.
Right, so we just finished the Kelly experience.
Book of Kells
Experience.
and
A bit overpriced.
yeah,
I wasn't sure what I was doing, but we did it. So I don't think for me personally it wasn't worth it. What about you? 50 euros, which is about 54 US dollars.
yeah, I think that's too expensive. But I hope that some of the money goes to the preservation of the books and digitizing them, so that's my hope. But it is a little expensive. I think if you like history and art and books and stuff, then this is definitely your jam. I think it was a nice experience. But if you like the Book of Kells and want to do something more amazing, you need to go to Washington DC and do the museum there, World of Language or something like that. It's really cool. That's something that's unforgettable.
I don't.
I don't know where that is. But honestly, not like that.
So I'm gonna try the Chimac boutique. It's good. It's small, but it's really good. A little bit of chicken, a little bit of spices, and French fries.
This is the K-BBQ chicken sandwich, and it's pretty stacked. It's pretty good. We got your pickled onions, regular onions, pickled onions, pickles, some lettuce, and the K-BBQ sauce all around. And what's cool about Chimac here is that they actually make all their sauces in-house. So you can actually purchase them as well if you like it so much. So I don't know how I'm really gonna like fit this to my mouth situation, but I think I'm gonna go for this. Just for the chicken part, I guess. It's perfectly sweet. It's very nice. I'm gonna try to get these veggies here. It's really good. There's actually like a bunch of like mayonnaise there too at the bottom. And somewhere within the sauce is candied bacon, and it's actually candied with like a sweet sriracha sauce.
Brewing in Dublin.
Hi everyone, we are here, day 2 in Dublin, checking out Howth, which is this beautiful kind of island end of Ireland, the country. And
It's north of Dublin. No,
yes, it's northeast.
East of
It's
Dublin.
Northeast of Dublin. So really not too far, but we're gonna go check out some lighthouses and see some beautiful nature.
And then head back to the city. Like a sausage, huh?
I think it's the pudding.
It's like a potato. That is really good. That's like Canadian burger.
Yeah, like a ham.
Bacon.
Sorry? Yes, please.
It's good. I like it. Is that the way you're supposed to eat?
I'm just gonna eat it like that
Oh.
because I want to put my egg on it. It's gonna be messy, but
So we are at the end of the cliff, or where the lighthouse is. What that place called?
yes. So we are at the Howth Lighthouse, and it has like a kind of this concrete stone pier where you can walk all the way down and see some of the different rock formations and the cute little town. It's really peaceful and quiet. Yeah, and there's lots of benches to sit, and there's even a little coffee shop if you're hungry.
And the view is
The view is just,
like, it's really good. I mean,
yeah, I'm excited that I think if we keep going, we might be able to get a really nice shot of the rocks over there.
do something. So this is one of the lighthouses.
Howth Lighthouse.
Yes, and there's another tiny red one, which you're gonna see pretty soon. Okay. It is so cold. I mean, it's windy, so it's cold and I don't have gloves in here, so it's freezing. That's yeah. It's red one. There you go.
Actually, on that side, look at these colorful houses. Do you see that?
I don't know if you can see it, but it is beautiful. And also, the red stuff in the lighthouse. Isn't it so beautiful? That is nice, right?
It is really nice.
Alright, so we are here in Dublin, but interesting thing that I saw so far is that in the US, car break-ins in San Francisco or Los Angeles is pretty common. That's including in Europe too.
Yes.
In US, it's very public. Everybody
Talks
about it and share with other people who are traveling to US, especially California. That's what I can talk for, and New York. So, but in Europe, the car break-in is also very common. The view of the lighthouse as well.
Amazing.
That is amazing. Here we go.
Let's turn around. Damn. Okay, so there's individual waters.
Yeah, this one was good.
Are you okay that it's already cold?
Yeah,
Oh, these are flavored.
there's no warm water.
I mean, like,
No, I'm good with this.
really? Okay.
Oh, even
This is mineral water. Yum, yum. Oh, these ones are very... Cadbury Flake is very popular in Canada. This is what they put the ice cream in.
So the moment that you leave the main city or the tourist areas in Dublin, you will see it's a surprise. Never heard of it, but that's what it is. Vandalism, garbage everywhere. Nothing is cleaning, all cleaned.
Graffiti.
Graffitis everywhere. But I think they only clean. We see cleaning, the street cleanings, only where the tourists are.
Yeah.
The most tourist areas that they actually visit. Everything else is pretty bad.
Next, we are checking out the Famine Memorial, and there's actually a whole museum dedicated to this famine that happened in Ireland a long, long time ago. And it's actually a pretty sad story, and most people just, not most, but I guess if you're outside of Ireland, you might only hear this as like the Great Potato Famine, which is only partially true, in that there's so much more depth and history and trauma to this experience of the famine. Because basically what happened is that at the time of the potato famine, England was still in rule of Ireland. And so what ended up happening was the crops failed that year. and England controlled the rest of the crops and the rest of the food and economics of Ireland. And so the British were like, oh well, we're gonna starve you, Ireland and Irish people, because we're gonna use the rest of your successful crops to feed our armies and our people. And so basically it just forced the people of Ireland to starve. And instead of just starving here, a lot of people from Ireland were like, oh, time to go. And that's why a lot of Irish people...
States.
What?
Came to the United States.
Yes, and so that's why a lot of Irish people actually left Ireland and like came to the United States and other parts of Europe. And that's why, at least in the States, you'll notice a lot of people have Irish last names, and that's because they came to escape the famine in Ireland, because they were poorly controlled by England, which is just like a really sad story. Because can you imagine that, like, for so long in your life, potatoes were your only main nutrients, and then for the one time it's failed, you run out of everything else because it's controlled and taken away by you. So it's a pretty sad story. And so now we're going to show you the memorial, but there's a whole museum dedicated to it as well. Based on some research I was reading, that people who stayed in Ireland during the famine, 20% of them passed away because of starvation. That's a huge amount of your population. Here in Dublin was gifted by Canada, and basically Canada was saying, oh, like, thank you Ireland and your ancestors for all the great work you contributed to Canada, and like just honoring the history of the people who couldn't make it to Canada.
So behind us is the St. Patrick's Church. It is big and beautiful, but they have festivals, and I'm starving a little bit, so we got
a savory crepe,
and it looks good the way they cooked it, so we're gonna give it a try and see if it's tasty or not. And also the park closes, so they sell food but you can't eat here, so we're gonna try real fast.
Okay,
go for it.
So this has like ham and cheddar, some pesto, so let's see.
Sorry, the park is going to be closing now.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Sorry about that.
How's the food?
I wish the ham was heated, but other than that, it's pretty good.
But even the cheese is not melted either.
It's melting now, but I thought they would kind of take more time to press it on the pan. Huge review.
The ham is really cold.
Yeah.
Not used to having cold ham. And cheese is not really melted either, so not the best, but it's alright.
So right now the church is still open, but you have to pay to visit. And it's called St. Patrick's Church, but it's actually evangelical church, and so they don't have mass. They have a different kind of service. But she was saying that they welcome everybody. She's like, you can still come and worship here with us, but it's just, don't expect a Catholic mass, even though it's confusing. It's called St. Patrick's. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, but what is the service? What is it called?
It just, she said evangelical, which I'm not quite sure